What is the role of poverty in relation to environmental problems such as food deserts?
So whenever you're talking about food deserts, you're typically also talking about its relation to hunger. And anytime you're talking about hunger, it is very closely related to poverty. So I say all that to say that you can't look at these situations in isolation. You really have to look at it, how poverty affects food security, affects hunger. And so the things that Interfaith Food Shuttle tries to do is identify those triggers for poverty or hunger and alleviate them for people so that they can sustain themselves. Our culinary division works a lot with job readiness training as well as our culinary job training program. So what they do in that department is build a skill set that people can take with them into the workplace, and hoping that gaining employment will help to increase how much money they have to spend on food or rent or things of that nature, so that they're more self-sufficient. We also have the agriculture division, which deals a lot with teaching self-sufficiency skills for how to grow your own food. If you're living in a food desert, but you can grow your own food, either in a raised bed or in a community garden, that will also help to alleviate the hunger, which is happening because of the fact that you live in a food desert and also may have limited funding or income. Go ahead.
Okay. So, can you tell us a little bit about the Interfaith Food Shuttle and what the organization's goals are?
Yeah, so our mission is pioneering innovative, transformative ways to end hunger. So what I take away from that is, the immediate hunger relief, which is our food banks, our food recovery and distribution, which is what we're most well known for. So like the Backpack Buddies program, the Bags for Singers program, things of that nature. That helps with that immediate hunger need. But the innovation and the pioneering, the transformative solutions comes into play when we talk about the garden model that we have. So teaching people how to grow their food in an urban setting, and taking them through different curriculum, whether it's our Seed to Supper curriculum, which is a 5-week beginning gardener curriculum that shows people the basics about growing your own food. We also work, and that's geared towards adults, but we also have our curriculum that we teach at Hunter Elementary, and that is for kids who want to learn more about like food systems and food security, as well as how to grow food, how to cook food, and just really learning about the entire food cycle. And over the course of this next year or so, we're hoping to be able to offer more around the nutrition aspects of food as well too, because I don't know if this is something that you're focusing on in your documentary, but poverty and chronic diseases and preventable diseases are also very much connected. And so if we want to help people live a healthier, longer life, they're going to need to know what is nutritious food, and different ways to cook nutritious foods. We only use certified organic materials in our garden, and we don't use any type of pesticides or herbicides. We collect rainwater, so that is one way that we're trying to be more sustainable. I don't know if you want to, those are our water tanks. And we last summer spent some time painting them, which was really fun, and just making them beautiful as much as they are functional. And so as of right now, our irrigation system waters the community beds in the front of the garden, but we will be expanding our irrigation system to hopefully water the entire garden. We also collect our waste and use it for compost. So all of our organic plant matter, we have a vermicomposting system, We also are installing a heat composting system in partnership with Compost Now. So those are just a couple of ways that we are sustainable and try to engage in sustainable practices.
Cool. And then if you could tell one thing to high school students about how they can help alleviate the issue of food insecurity in North Carolina, what would you say?
I feel like my answer is really cliche, but it's two things. One is educate yourself, so read up on it, learn about it, and also two is get involved. So whether that's at a food bank, whether that's on a community garden, whether that's becoming a farmer, I don't know. But getting involved and donating your time and your energy and being an advocate, fighting for food policies that would help to bring more local nutritious food into the diets of people in your community. All of those ways are great ways to get involved.
Okay, thank you.
So this is our vermicomposting system. Vermicompost
Is utilizing worms as your main source of breaking down organic matter. So things that you can include are plant matter. They do not particularly like citrus though. Leaves are really good. Any eggshells are fine to put in there as well, but only plant matter. No other animal matter besides eggshells.
Cool.
And as we come over here, we have our bee hives. We have two different hives here. I don't know if it'll pick up on camera, but they're very active today. We have a beekeeper, and she comes out periodically to check on the bees, make sure there's no disease happening or they're not famished or anything like that. And the great thing about bees is the give and take that they have with the environment. So as they extract the pollen that they need to produce, or as they extract the nectar that they need to feed themselves, they're also spreading pollen from plant to plant and helping to pollinate all of the vegetation in the garden. So they're very important for any thriving ecosystem.
Welcome to Kids Cooking Club!
Yay!
And today you're making
Oatmeal balls!
That's right.
Awesome. While there is still much to do in order to completely dissolve the issue of food deserts, it is clear that progress is being made. Organizations like Interfaith Food Shuttle, the Galley Grocery, and the Food Ark at Panther Creek and other schools around the Triangle are making huge steps toward food security for many impoverished families living in the Raleigh-Durham area. You can get involved by educating yourself on the severity of food deserts, spreading awareness, or volunteering with one of these organizations. The movement towards eliminating the threat of food deserts is happening right in your backyard. Will you join?